Oh boy, barking at the trick-or-treaters already. That's a thing. We're just gonna start out barking at the trick-or-treaters. Mm-hmm. Good dog. Good dog. All right. Well, welcome to Switchtoberfest. Very last day. Zombie Army Trilogy. This is a game on Switch. It's a Z game that I haven't played before. It was supposed to be Spooky Saturday, but I ended up spending all day yesterday at a convention. I was working a convention, so I don't know if you can see, but I'm a little sunburned on the head. I didn't bring my hat. So yeah, there's that. Alayla, how you doing? I was working the convention outside all day yesterday from 7 a.m. until like 1 in the morning. It was pretty bananas, but we had a really good time. So I'm like super sunburned because I forgot my hat. And by the time I got my hat, like Christy brought me my hat, but it was like 3 in the afternoon, and like I wore it for like a couple hours in the afternoon, and then I didn't need it anymore because the sun was down. You just got home? Nice. Doing like Halloween stuff? We gave out candy for a couple hours. My voice sounds a bit hoarse. It does. My body, I know I'm a skeleton now. I'm a skeleton now. I mean, I was talking loud. You know, I was outside. There was generators running. There was music's on. It's Mavs game. Oh, that's right, Mavs game. Oh, the Cowboys just finished. The Cowboys won. Barely. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Oh, so you went with him to his Sunday dinner? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, my body is gone. But anyway, so we're going to play some Zombie Army Trilogy. I missed it last night. Like I said, I was out there until 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, getting the food vendors all packed up. Because I was outside running kind of the food vendor area. It was super cool. We were outside. There was food trucks. There was one place selling these pork belly skewers. They were just amazing. There was a taco place that had these like, it was, what they did was they took cheese and they spread it out on the grill like a crepe. It was like super thin, right? And they made this like tortilla shell out of cheese, put the carne asada inside, and folded it over and melted it all together. So it was a taco, but it was nothing but meat and cheese. There was no shell. It was amazing. So we had that. We had all sorts of good stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm a skeleton now. You can't. You don't. Yeah. But anyway, it was pretty cool in the little anime fest. I went inside a little bit to take a couple of tours, but I didn't get to spend a lot of time inside, which is unfortunate. But I had a good time with all the people outside. So anyway, Zombie Army Trilogy. I don't know a whole lot about it. From what I understand, it's kind of a Left 4 Dead kind of thing. There are campaigns, there are multiplayers, there are horde modes. So we're just going to play some campaigns, some single player. There is online play, local play. I did not. Unfortunately, like, I left so early in the morning, I forgot to bring my no uwu pins. I didn't even wear one. I didn't even have one with me, and I was really disappointed. But good use of the emote to avoid actually getting banned. So no, no, I unfortunately didn't give any away, and I didn't even have any. Like, I left, I should have brought my hat, I should have brought sunblock, and I should have brought my pins, and I left at like 6 in the morning, because it was super early, and I had been up until 1:30 the night before, or at least like 1 o'clock, so it was up until 12:30 with you guys. I was up till about 1:30, so I got like 4 hours of sleep. You were aware because of other poor souls, yes. So anyway, I'm gonna play some of this campaign. So apparently there are 3 episodes. That's why it's called the trilogy. I don't know if they sold them independently. Maybe if it was like this is like the season pass kind of thing, kind of like a Telltale game where they had like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, but that's why they call it the trilogy, and each one has its own little subset. So that's what makes me say it's kind of like Left 4 Dead, because there can be 4 players, kind of a co-op, and the more players you have, the more enemies that spawn. Episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, and each one has its own little set. So basically, from what I understand, the Nazi army has decided to resurrect the army of the dead as the last-ditch effort to win the war. We're gonna start with the first one. We're gonna select a character.
Fairburn, OSS operative. Ooh. Focused and fearless.
Audio.
Unmatched with a sniper rifle.
Like actual game audio.
Spent most of the war operating alone behind enemy lines. Not used to working in a team, but willing to adapt if circumstances require it. For example, if confronted by millions of bloodthirsty Nazi zombies.
Okay, this is actually really cool. Like, I like the voice acting here. Like, it
Coleman
tells you who these people are. I'm just gonna stick with the basic guy because he's probably kind of the most well-rounded. I'm sure that I don't know if these guys each one has their own different set or whatever, but let's give this a start. Let's give this a start and see what happens. So yes, okay. So here's our map of the war. Looks like we're in some sort of Nazi camp. And Adolf Hitler, of course, being bombed. And he's got a gun on the table. So if there's a gun on the table, that means it has to go off. If there's a gun in the first act, it has to go off by the third act.
The war is lost. Surrender is
called Chekhov's
our
gun.
only option.
There it is.
The fatherland will not fall!
Okay.
Execute Plan Z!
Plan Z. Oh, not Plan Z? I mean, not only is he German, but he's not even doing the European pronunciation of the alphabet right. The Berlin Horror. Okay.
Germany is shrouded in darkness. Nazis.
Oh, good. So I have like a different types. I have a 1903.
Remaining living souls in Germany. You have arrived at an abandoned village en route to Berlin.
I don't know if I want something quite like that here. 10-round clip and a high rate of fire, however limited zoom, and high recoil limits effectiveness. Highest zoom, I don't necessarily need that. I mean, the 1903 seems like a standard issue. Less compensation is required for gravity or wind. Bolt action slows the firing range, and the scope offers only basic magnification. Let's stick with this. Secondary, probably shotgun is going to be our way to go. Right? I mean, maybe an MP40, but... Ammunition is scarce. I think maybe the shotgun is definitely the way to go. And the pistol, you can't go wrong with a 1911. I'm just saying. Okay, we're gonna stick with the basics. Yeah, shotgun for sure. So I think we're just sticking with the basics here. What it gave me here. Distinctive scope. Oh, I can add items. Weird. So landmine, trip mine. Oh, distinctive shape allows the user to throw. So it's some sort of like a bomb, right? This is a landmine, the trip mine, and this is dynamite. Let's get another one of these. Let's get another one of those. Let's just do that. Let's just do it. A good panic weapon. Yeah, the shotgun for sure. Okay. Let's start the game. Okay, so I get to build a loadout at the beginning of the chapter. Germany, May 1945. Okay, we're off to a good start. I like that their eyes glow. It makes it a little bit easier to, like, target them. You would think. I can't, My sensitivity is poor here. Okay, there we go. Wait, he's back! Okay. That was cool. He has like a second life. What is the little stars are... Is that my crosshair? Is that what that's supposed to be? It's weird that I like hear my heartbeat. Am I holding my breath when I... What's that on the left? It's full. I don't know what it is. Okay, it does go down. Alright, so it's like my heart rate or something, and it's like how accurate I'm gonna be. Okay. There's like a big dead zone in the stick. It's got like a exponential ramp kind of aim. So like if I move the stick a little bit, it's very insensitive. The sensitivity is low. But then when I push it further, the further I push it, like it gets faster towards the outside. Guala, thank you so much for following. We're gonna play some zombie army here. This is the last day of my alphabetical backlog clearing. I still have unplayed games, but now I have 26 less unplayed games, so I feel good about that. And I've discovered some real good gems. Like, all these games are games that I knew I would like. They're games I want to play. So I've been rating them all, and I haven't rated anything lower than a 7. Because, well, no, I think something got a 6, like a 5.5, because it was kind of bad. Okay. Ooh. Ow. There we go. Okay, he's down. The other guy, though, I think he's, how do I change my... Okay, so left and right do that, and down to some sort of emote. Yeah, oh yeah, that's the emote we all need right there. Okay, don't know how to change weapons yet. No! I didn't mean to throw one of those. So R is throw what? Oh, this is a melee. Good. Hold R to aim grenades. That's good to know. So let's assume that's fire. B. Okay, B is like... Okay, B is like crouch, and I can hold it to lay down, so that's nice. Y is, of course, reload. X is going to be... X is my swap weapons. I'm gonna hold X to pull out the pistol. Okay, alright, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Harley, what is it? What's my little dog doing now? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go and we're gonna look for... We're gonna search this corpse, I think. No? He didn't have anything. Okay. What about this guy? No? Can I open this door? Harley, what do you... Okay, what was my melee command? Okay. Nope, can't go in that way. All right. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna kill the Nazis though. I'm not worried about it. We're taking it slow here. Oh, a checkpoint. That's not good. That says something's about to happen. Okay. All right. They're coming. Am I supposed to clear them all, or am I just supposed to? Oh no, I totally missed. I missed again. Really? It's not very forgiving with those misses. Oh, I could just... Wait, really? Really? Wait, he's still up? What the heck? I'm gonna melee these guys. I'm gonna take his head off. Oh, really? Really? I'm gonna teabag this guy. Okay, here we go. Zombies, I know, right? I was supposed to play this game yesterday. How you doing, Dimthar? Good to see you. I didn't see you last week at Belong, and I didn't see you this weekend over at the Nishi Fest. I was staff at Nishi Fest doing the anime convention. But Envy is going to be at that Belong in Grapevine this coming weekend. They're having some sort of like Valorant tournament Friday, Overwatch tournament on Saturday, and then like various other things on Sunday. So if you want to swing by, I won't be there all the days. I'll probably be there just Friday afternoon, Friday evening for a little bit. But I was looking for you. There's a toilet. You can't use it, but it has a hand coming out of it, so that's kind of gross. All right. We are... Okay, I'm just investigating. I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to be doing here. I think I go to the star. The star is obviously my objective point. So this game isn't a lot like Left 4 Dead because... Okay, so I'm finding, like, ammo on some of these corpses. Kids had Halloween parties. Ah, I get that. We had some kids come by for Halloween tonight, little trick-or-treaters and whatnot. So we had a good time. We probably gave away 70 bags of candy. I think that's what my wife said. Oh, no. There we go. I'm getting points for, like, headshots at greater distance, which is cool. I got a gold bar. So there are like gold bars. Apparently it's like a collectible. Oh boy, I hear something in that room and that doesn't sound good. Oh, here they are. Okay. He sounded bigger. He really did. He had like that super deep voice, you know? You did get to see Dune? Okay, dude, I'll tell you something about Dune. So I went to see it, and as soon as Jason Momoa shaved off his beard, I immediately thought he was Steven Seagal. Like, he looks just like Steven Seagal without the beard. Like, the whole movie, I was like, gosh, that's Steven Seagal. Yes! Yes, so, like, and it doesn't even explain it in the movie at all. Like, all of a sudden, Jason Momoa was there, and then in the next scene, he has no beard. He's clean-shaven now. And he looks like Steven Seagal. Like, he's, like, doing this whole, like, sword fight sequence, and he's 100%. He's 100% Steven Seagal. Like, from that point on, which is super weird, because, like... Oh, really? There we go. I kind of had to lead that guy a little bit. All right, we're making our way through the zombies. This is actually... I hear somebody over here. I wonder if I can just run up to this guy and kick him. Oh, or get kicked. Oh no, they're all coming at me now, and Harley's barking. Let me. Oh, that was unfortunate. Harley, no. This needs to be a little bit more forgiving, I think. Wait. Landmine. Let's... There you go! Really? He was totally in the center of that. Okay, I know why I missed that one. I messed it up. Oh, he's back. Katie's back. What was my button? What was my button to change weapons? There we go. It was Y. I forgot. Yeah, it's World War II. It's definitely Nazis. Here you go. Eat lead, suckers. Oh, a twofer. Wait, he's not dead? Okay, objective completed. So we are looting zombie corpses here. Find a safe room. So very Left 4 Dead. Very Left 4 Dead. Kind of third person. Scarce ammo. Let's go back to the rifle, see if we can reload that. We have 80 bullets for it. Okay. It looks like a safe room, but it's not. Safe rooms. Ooh, hello. All right. So we're gonna. Oh, okay. I see where I have to go. I have to go where those zombies are coming from. Here they are. Here's our safe room. With the one with the baby carriage in it, you know? It's totally... crap. Howdy, fellas! Okay, I thought his eyes would go out. I thought his eyes would go off when he died, but he didn't. Where is he? Where is he? I hear you. I hear you. Are you upstairs? I'm gonna reload my shotgun here so that I have more than one bullet when you guys come through this thing. Little Nightmares 2, it is so good. Did you play Little Nightmares 1? I have them both here for Switch, and they're fantastic. I played Little Nightmares 1 on the PlayStation a while back, and then I played Little Nightmares 2 here on the Switch when that came out. It's such a good little puzzle game. If you enjoy Little Nightmares, there is another game I highly recommend called Dark, D-A-R-Q. I have that for Switch as well, and it's pretty darn good. Uh-oh. 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 It's a very similar puzzly kind of atmosphere to, I'm just gonna... Okay, here, I can put something up there. So here's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna hold my ground here as they come upstairs, right? And then I'm gonna retreat upstairs to the left. Okay? So you guys, I'm gonna let them come through this door. Okay. And then I don't have any more landmines, but I have a trip mine that I could set. Oh, okay. I see. Alright, and then I'm gonna back up a little bit. Yeah, she did. Nice. Ooh, yeah! So, this guy's still alive. I got a lot of bullets here, I feel like. Really? Still not dead? Okay. Alright. I need to write alert command. Alright, Dimthar, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. And good luck on Little Nightmares. Have a good time with that. You will really enjoy it. I think it's a really fantastic little game. Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Okay, these guys. Hello. That was awesome. See what I did there? No. Reload! Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. We're searching corpses here. Alright. I got another trip mine. That's always good to have. For situations like this one. So my objective is actually over here. So I guess I could come down and go into this room. It was a good thing I was kind of patient there, holding my line. Ooh, a safe room door. Okay, so there is more to like explore. Like if you wanted to go get gold bars or whatever, I think I could probably do that. But let's just hold and continue. Let's just hold and continue. Oh, okay. So this is ammo and different types of guns. So if we wanted to switch guns, I could do that. So it is very landmines full. So it's very Left 4 Dead, right? Why hold shotgun ammo? For sure. Springfield ammo. That's good. Okay, so I picked up a couple of trip mines. So I've got 4 of these grenades. Ooh, nice. 2 land mines, 2 trip mines, and 2 dynamites. Ooh, I gotta remember that I can aim those grenades though. I keep just pressing the button and then I forget that I can actually aim them. All right, I'm gonna stick with the loadout I have because it seems to work well for me. Let's open the safe room door. Oh boy, that was... Oh, baby! That's pretty awesome. I didn't know it did that. That was actually pretty sick. Oh boy. If I could actually aim a shot, it would be ideal. Okay. Come on, one more. Oh. Alright, where else? I see you. I see. It's like sensitive when I don't want it to. Ooh. Did my shot like penetrate through one zombie and kill the next? It's actually pretty awesome. Okay. Oh, that was good. Uh-oh. I wonder if... Yeah. Here, watch. Yes! Oh, that worked out really well. Hey. Oh, I see. Oh, he's coming back. We pulled out the pistol. Gotta assassinate that guy. Alright, I've still got the pistol. We're gonna come up into here. We're gonna see if there's any bodies to loot. There are not. I think we've kind of run our course here. Let's reload this. Let's switch to this, reload that. Oh, I see you. Hey. Oh, boy. Let me shoot him in the back. Why not? Oh, boy. Hey. They're coming. Yep. Oh, that was clean. Okay. I should be able to search this. There we go. I'm searching this corpse. I hear a guy behind me, maybe? Is he in this house? There he is. And you way down there. Oh, that could have come in handy later, I think. Okay. Harley, it is definitely Halloween night. There's people outside and doing their Halloween stuff, and Harley is just barking like crazy. What is that? Exploding gas canisters. Okay. I can use those to my advantage later if I don't accidentally shoot them. Is that a green herb from Resident Evil? Kind of looks like it. Uh-oh. I think they're inside this house. Let's switch to tactical. Let's switch to the shotgun. See if we can go in a little faster. Okay. Here we are. Come around. Okay. There's a skull here. Oh, that was a checkpoint. Okay. Well, checkpoints haven't necessarily been bad so far. Colt ammo's full. Oh, there's things on the ground here. More grenades. Looks like. Okay. So there's weapons I can pick up in this room if I need them. We're gonna go upstairs. There's a dead body over here with a rifle. Some sort of sniper rifle. Radio. More landmines, tripwires. Oh, this is a good spot. This is a good spot here. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. It won't let me zoom. Oh, that's right. It won't let me zoom with the shotgun. Okay. Okay. Harley has really found something to bark at. I don't know what it is, but she's not letting it go. Whoa. What is that? Look at that. That's super weird. And it's like right on the side of this door. Okay. I hear people screaming in the background. Like off in the distance. So I think I'm full of ammo. I've got a lot of ammo here. More buildings to clear, but I think I've cleared them on my way in. Yeah. So my objective is definitely in this room. It's definitely in that building. I just thought maybe I was missing something, but I guess I'm not. So I'm supposed to do something with this skull, maybe? Investigate skull. Survive the siege. Is that this? Okay. Then in that case, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a tripwire here. From here to here, and then I'm gonna go up the stairs a little more, and I'm gonna put another one here to here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go to our grenades. We're gonna go to our hand grenades. I see them. Where's that bathroom? Here it is. That's not a good angle. Here. This is probably my best window for a hand grenade. Let's see what happens. 4 for 1 grenade kill. Okay, I'll take it. Okay, I think somebody set off my bomb down here. Yeah, he did. I don't want... Ah! No, I didn't want him to set that off. That's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Alright, landmine, landmine, landmine. Okay, we're backing up, we're backing up, we're backing up. Oh my gosh, look at all those guys out there. Okay. Whoa! Oh, that was so lucky. Like, oh my gosh, that guy. Okay, shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Whoa, he's like a suicide bomber. Okay, we're gonna put another landmine. Okay, we're gonna let him come, let him come, let him come. I want to switch to grenade here. I want to get ready to throw it. Oh, that was too far. It was too far. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. That was nice. Oh no. Oh no. I'm low on health here. I gotta hide. I gotta like regen here a little bit. Okay. What does the dynamite do? Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, I shoot the dynamite. I can shoot the dynamite when there's a group of them, I think. There's just one guy. Okay. Yeah. See that dynamite? I can shoot it anytime. Coming or what? Oh, that's what the focus time does. Okay, okay, okay. No. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay, I definitely want to throw another dynamite down there somewhere. Yeah. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, we're gonna go to shotgun and we're gonna reload it. Okay. Howdy. Checkpoint. We killed the last one. I didn't even need that dynamite. Okay, we're picking up trip mines. We're picking up all our stuff here. Can I pick up the dynamite? I wonder. You think I can pick up the dynamite that I left? I cannot, by the way. Alright, alright, that makes sense. That kind of makes sense. Okay. We have survived. We're gonna go back to the rifle, and we're gonna go back to the standard hand grenade. So this will, like, slow down time. Based on my capacity on the left. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw that right there. It goes off a little slowly. It goes off a little slowly. That's fine. So what we need to do is we need to place it actually ahead of them a little bit. Boom. 5 for 1. I like it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. And then what we do is we slow down time a little more. And I still miss every single headshot. Okay, so there's a cool little focus time mechanic that's new. I didn't notice that before. Okay. Where are we going? Okay, I still have another hand grenade, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it. Oh no! Oh, I'm glad it gave me enough time to get out, because that was... Man, that suicide bomber, he see? He gives me enough time to back out, so that's good, because, like, I was afraid he was just gonna come at me and blow me up. Okay, so we're going into this house. There's a house with a face on it. That means it's a safe room. And I guess kind of done here? Kind of done here? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So this is where we reload our ammo here. Keep moving. Okay. I would keep moving, but I want to investigate and see if there's any other weapons. Okay, there's other weapons I could get, but I think I'm getting pretty proficient with what I've got. Okay, we're gonna open the safe room door. We got gas cans here. Got a bottle over there. We got a zombie way up in the distance. Yes! Okay. Wow! I didn't mean to throw the grenade. I meant to do this. That was bad. Oh, skeletons? Oh, hell no. You just shoot him in the chest, I guess. No, I didn't mean to throw it. Ah, dang it. Okay, I did not mean. I keep pressing the throw grenade button as a panic. Let's reload this. The downside of the skeletons is that there's no, no body to loot. Oh, I got the double. Okay. Nope, nothing here, nothing here. Oh, there's some actual zombies. Uh-oh, they're coming back. Okay. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna shotgun. I think we're running and gunning here. I feel like that's the play. Okay, the skeletons. Skeletons, I can just kick them. They're extremely brittle. I died. Okay, so I said they were brittle, and I said I could kick them, but I died. Best shot, 200. Kills, 225. Highest combo, 17. My scoped accuracy was only 68%. Okay. We're going to restart at the last checkpoint, which was right at inside the safe room. Okay. Harley, what is it, little dog? Haven't you had enough? Okay, so I've got all my stuff. Kick enemies with L. Yes, I figured that out. Thank you so much. All right. So here's what we do. We come out of here. And then I remember what I did wrong last time, so... Okay. Objective completed. Uh-oh. Crap. Okay. Alright, we gotta look at, where's that gonna go? Right there! I didn't get anybody. Of course it didn't. Shotgun time. Where's my objective? This little star right here. I guess I just kind of defend from all angles, right? Okay, reload the shotgun. Thank you. Back in the ground. Low ammo for the shotgun. Thank you for telling me I'm below 10 bullets for this. I think we're going handgun now. Oh, that was unfortunate. No! Okay, I'm trying to shoot the stupid... That's the wrong one. Run, 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 run. Get some health. Okay, I need to go back to this. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Real close, right there, right there, right there. That's perfect, that's beautiful. Okay. Alright. What did I get? Shotgun ammo? I needed that, okay. Hear them. Throw that, not running. Okay, I'm low ammo for this. Okay, we're running. This just got harder all of a sudden. Like a lot harder. Okay, alright, no big deal. I'm reloading shotgun as I'm going, I think. Yep. What do I have here? I have a tripwire, which I guess I could set up from, say, here to here, and then go. Like that. Okay, we're gonna run. We're gonna run. We're gonna start the fire from here to here, and then we're gonna run back to the gas station over here, back to where we came from. That's only gonna get like 1 or 2 guys. It's only gonna get like 1 or 2. Oh, never mind. I actually got several. I like that double right there. Okay, you can't kick them while they're down, which is nice. Objective complete. Oh boy, that was intense. That actually got really hard here. Harley, what are you barking at, little dog? People out there, costumes and stuff. People doing things. Okay. That was pretty intense. Not gonna lie. We should give treat. You think we should reward that kind of behavior? You think we should? Hey! 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 Yeah, that's what I thought. Sit, bed. Get down in the bed. Bed. Bed? You want this bat-shaped treat? It's a little bat. Look at it. Little bat. You want this treat or bed? Bed. In the bed! Bed, come on. No, you gotta get in the bed. Bed. There you go. Okay, good dog. Wow. Wow. She really wasn't she wasn't gonna come down. She wanted to get that thing. And now she's still gonna go back out there and bark. I know, it was so close. Okay, so we're gonna resume. We're gonna get over here. We're gonna go to this one. And we're gonna do a little bit of this. It does this automatically. Like, I don't know what I do to make that happen. Oh. I guess. There we go. If it's a far enough distance, I guess. I guess if I'm shooting a shot from a far enough distance. Okay, we're gonna switch over to the hand grenades. Because I've only got one left. That's the only one I've got. This is actually a pretty decent game, considering that it was ridiculously cheap. I want to say I bought the physical cartridge for like 20 bucks. I want to say it was pretty cheap used, right? And it comes with a ton of content, and it's actually pretty decent. It's a Left 4 Dead knockoff for sure. Clear the area. Okay. These guys, which I think maybe pistol is best for. Oh, I've only got 8 bullets for it. Kind of sucks. Alright. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna hand grenade. Oh, I shouldn't have hand grenaded right there because there's explosives. I think while these guys are manageable. Okay, so skeletons, I should probably clear, especially like a small number, I should probably clear with a kick. Small numbers of guys. Maybe we do one of these. Oh, I don't have any, I was like searching the body. That kind of sucks that it takes time to search the body, you know? Like, you'd think it would be a little bit more instantaneous. Really? And he lives for a second. Like, I blew his head off, and then he, like, lived for just a second. Just long enough to hit me once. Just long enough to hit me once. I could probably kite these guys over to these things. I'll just put them between these guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ready? Like that. Okay, this guy, I'm gonna go kick him. Okay, these guys all lined up here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. Whoa, there we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go, watch. 1, 2. Boom! Got the double, baby. I'm glad I got to see that in slow-mo. That was actually pretty sweet. That was actually pretty sweet. I gotta give another treat here in a second. That one was at pretty decent range. So he's got a knife in his head. That is cool. That is cool. I could see that being a problem in like 4-player, right? Like, oh really? Okay. All right. Now that we've done that particular wave, we got to give treat and I have to take my old people pills. Harley, you want a treat? Good dog. A treat for being in bed? You're just a great little dog. A great little dog. She was helping us hand out Halloween candy. She was just fine when the front door was open and she could see the people coming up, and she would go sniff at them and then come back into the house, and then we'd give them candy. Just fine. No barking. But, like, if you're, like, at the sidewalk, you know, or whatever, I don't know. I don't know how she tells whether you're, like, a threat or not. She just doesn't like you. Oh, I'm not looking for the bottles either. I need to be looking for bottles. Apparently there's, like, bottles I can... We're giving another treat. We're giving another treat. I mean, it is Halloween. We got boo bits. We got these little chicken. Let me see if I can get a ghost shape. Yeah. The ghost shape is, seems to be the most rare. And it's also harder to grab out of the bag. See, it's a little ghost. Good dog. She's a very good dog. More treats. Of course. Okay. Get to the safe house. Good. Okay, there's a safe room here. Opportunity for me to restock, because I need ammo. Oh, there was a lot over here. Look at this. Landmine. There was a lot. I guess I should have explored this a little bit more before I, like, as I was taking care of those guys, but I had a pretty good system worked out, I guess. Just play it slow and steady. Seemed to work. Okay, so there's a safe room. Not here. On the corner. Or dead bodies. Not for me, though. I don't think I killed these. Those little... Hey, I like that little painting. It's like a happy face of the house. Lets you know this is the safe house. Okay. So we hold ammo here. We got Colt ammo. Ammo for MP40. Grenades are full, which is good. So my Springfield has a bunch of ammo. Ah, I didn't mean to do that! Oh, God, no! Okay, well, that was weird. Shotgun appears to be not quite full, but pretty decent. Okay, so we're back up. Okay, we picked up all the hand grenades and everything we can pick up. There's got to be a boss. Wait, what? Got him. Oh my god, okay. Wow. There's a sniper. Okay. I guess I was supposed to close the distance with using these as cover. Really? Okay. Nailed him, boys. Really? Okay. Anybody else? Where is he? Okay, I'm getting closer. I don't think there's any more snipers. I hear more zombies, though. I hear more zombies. Man, I'm really, Oh boy, I pulled the trigger too early. There we go. This guy, really bad posture. You know what? I'm getting a shotgun. There you go. Okay. You guys are getting shotguns too. Because I like you. Really? Okay. Sit here and load my shotgun. And then I'm gonna let him come to me. There we go. Okay. Any other bodies for me to loot here? No? Nothing for me to get? Okay. No bottles of wine. I forgot to look for the bottles. Path of dead bodies. Another checkpoint here. Looks like this is a little campground or some sort of a military base, because look at all this stuff. The double-barrel shotgun, they call it the Breacher. I love it. Defend the church. Crap. Okay. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. Where's our entrances? Where's our entrances? I want a trip mine from here to here. And I need a trip mine from here to here. Okay. want landmines. Okay, landmine here. Landmine here. Here, set up the landmine. There we go. Okay, I've got no more landmines. I've got a dynamite. I'm gonna just put it down right here. I'm gonna lure you guys up. I don't really want to shoot the dynamite just yet. There we go. Put the dynamite here, but I don't quite want it to go off just yet. I accidentally... Oh, hey. Who's next? Skeletons. Okay, let's switch over to this guy. I think I have 100 bullets for. Checkpoint. Did I finish? Did I? The music suggests I have not. Whoa! Whoa, there we go. Shotgun. Large group. No shotgun ammo? That's unfortunate. Alright. Okay, no big deal. I have this TNT over here, but I can't shoot it because of where it's located. It's extremely difficult to shoot because of where it's located. See what I've got. Okay. Oh, more grenades and stuff. Tactical items here. Only 5 shotgun shells left. Better use them. Okay. Let's go to the handgun. Actually. Uh-oh. Exploding guy. Okay. Alright, I think I get a breather here. You taking shots at me? That guy's a bullet sponge. What the heck? What? Okay, we're gonna put a landmine and we're gonna run. Okay, I got a couple. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can shoot grenade through only. I mean, my guy might be able to, but I can't. Okay, follow me. Follow me. I left a landmine for you. I left your present. Oh my god, he's still not dead. And now he has the high ground. Obi-Wan will be so disappointed in me. Wow, this thing is really spray and pray. I grabbed this because I realized it was out of shotgun shells and I needed another weapon. But... the recoil on this thing is a little stupid. I do have... Nah! Okay. Oh, move. I've got... No. That's not doing me any good. I'm out of bullets for that. I need to find, Wait, okay, I found some bullets for this. Found a lot of bullets for this. Nope. Go. Run. I have another landmine. I can just put it here in the stairwell because the landmines are guaranteed to hit him as long as he comes down this way. See, it's doing damage. Oh, I thought I had my grenade. Oh, I've got 3 of these grenades. Okay. Okay, let's run. The grenade thing is a little slow. Oh, that was too far. I think I still hit him though. Is he dead? He died. Oh, man. Okay, he died. Secure the truck. Yeah, that guy was a bullet sponge. That was that boss battle I was looking forward to. And there's people on the truck. The bullet sponge bosses. Yeah. Okay, best shot 780. Kills 407. Highest combo 27, not bad. Total shot distance, 1,000 meters. Scope shot accuracy, 68%. I just can't. I just can't make it. I mean, it says mission success, but at 68%, I think it's a mission failure. Okay, not bad. And so I think that was Village of the Dead Berlin Horror, right? So that was like Act 1, all of it, I think. So if you go to campaign mode, and I go solo play, select chapter, Village of the Dead, Cathedral. Oh no, that was just Village of the Dead. That was just Village of the Dead. So it took me about an hour to get through that. Okay? And then You all, because it says you have arrived at Abandoned Village, en route to Berlin, hoping to find a working vehicle. You've got Cathedral of Resurrection, which I thought would be where I was, but it's not. Labyrinth of Death, Library of Evil, and Subway to Hell. So we're talking about 5 hours worth of campaign here. And then, assuming that they're all about the same, another 5 hours of campaign and another 5 hours of campaign. So it's 15 hours of, you know, single player, zombie shooter, you know, wave survival kind of thing. It's very Left 4 Dead. It feels like Left 4 Dead. It offers online play, local play. I assume local, like split screen. Quick match, play with friends, create public game, create private game. Okay. Horde Mode. I guess Horde Mode would be something more like No Sanctuary. Okay, so there's like a few levels of like Horde Mode, but it's a little bit more of a defense than like progression. And I assume it's like endless. Yeah, as long as you can keep. Yeah. So there's quite a bit of content here. If you're a fan of zombies and you're a fan of like Left 4 Dead style games, this is pretty decent. It's third person. It's got that ADS. It's got its share of issues, but I'll talk about that, I think, in the review. We're gonna set up and do a review. I am super dead, by the way. You can see my sunburn still a little bit. Anyway, I'm super dead, super wasted. I had like this 19-hour workday yesterday. I had a great time doing it, but it did take its toll on me. But I'm glad Switchtoberfest is basically over. It's been a fun adventure, but I'm glad it's kind of coming to an end. And this was a pretty decent game to end it, especially ending on Halloween. I was originally intending to end on, Switchtoberfest on Saturday and then do something different tonight. But I'm glad I built myself in this little buffer so that in case things happened, I could always make it through. So we are going to record. There we go. We're recording here. We're looking good. Got a review. All right, let me grab my box here. This is my review for Zombie Army Trilogy for Nintendo Switch. I picked this up used for about $20, maybe $25, and I found it to be a surprising value. It's kind of a Left 4 Dead style game. It's 1 to 4 player co-op shooter, and if you have 4 players, it obviously adapts the difficulty up and increases the number of zombies. There are different types of enemies. There are enemies with guns. There are skeletons. There are skeletons are obviously like a high damage, but also like low durability. So just a kick or a melee will destroy them right away. Whereas regular zombies take 2 to 3 hits depending on the weapons. There are sniper type weapons. Everybody carries 3. You carry like a sniper type weapon, like a rifle. You carry something like a shotgun or some sort of like very fast machine gun. And then you also carry a backup pistol. And you also have different types of explosives. You have your standard impact grenades. You have landmines. You have tripwires. You have all kinds of different kinds of grenades you can use. There's a lot of variance to this game. I played through one section of one campaign in about an hour. So if the math checks out and they're all about the same, there is a boss at the end of each subsection, and there are 5 subsections to each chapter. There are 3 chapters. That's why it's called a trilogy. It's not 3 separate games, but there are 3 acts to the same game. But there are 3 stories, essentially. There are 8 playable characters that you can pick from. Only 4 players at a time can play, but with the 8 different characters, everybody has their own little backstory and their own voice lines and their own interactions, as well as I think their own like specialties and that kind of thing. So there's quite a bit to be done in Zombie Army Trilogy. I've gone on a little too long about that. Let's talk about the graphics. They're surprisingly good for being on Switch. I was surprised at the depth. It was a little bit low here and there, but overall, I think for a first-person shooter, technically a third-person shooter, it was pretty decent. There was a little bit of fog that kind of limited my visibility, and I think that was intentional, but it just added to the atmosphere of the game, kind of like Silent Hill in that regard. So I'm going to go ahead and give the graphics of Zombie Armored Trilogy an 8. Gameplay wise, like I said, there's a lot to do. There's probably 15 hours worth of campaign if you just want to play solo player zombie. There's also multiplayer modes, very Left 4 Dead. There is a split screen local multiplayer option. Then there's also online multiplayer options with private lobbies, different rooms. There's also horde modes where you could just survive as long as you possibly can. There's tons to do in this game. Gameplay is pretty good. The bosses are tough. They're bullet sponges. You have to sit there and kind of lure them around and kind of bait them and shoot and then move and shoot and move. And then there are waves of zombies where you can just kind of like plow through them. So the gameplay does get repetitive a little bit because, you know, it's a standard zombie shooter. But if you enjoy that kind of thing, it's good. I'm going to go ahead and give gameplay probably a 7. Audio-wise, the music is pretty decent. The music tells you when there's bosses active, when there's zombies active, and when there's not. The music it's okay. It's better than average. It's mediocre. The explosions sound good. The zombies all sound pretty generic. They all sound the same. They have very low tone of voice. You don't hear different things. There are some zombies that are like fast and exploding, you know, suicide bomber style zombies. They do make a slightly different sound so that you know they're coming, but everybody else makes kind of the same sound, at least so far that I've played. So I'm going to go ahead and give audio probably also a 7. Story-wise, it's actually really good. There's a lot of voice acting all the way through. When you are at the character select screen, there is a voice that narrates who your character is, what they're about, what their backstory is, and it narrates it out loud. There's a lot of story. There's a lot of lore. There are... you know, a cinema sequence at the very beginning explaining to you about Adolf Hitler and how he decided to enact his zombie plan because he was losing the war. There's a storyline there, and your missions make sense. You are supposed to go through this village to find a working vehicle so that you can get out of the village. The objectives make sense. Everything seems to click. I feel like it feels good. I'm going to give the story probably a 7.5. 7.5. It's pretty good. It's your basic story for a zombie survival game. Very Left 4 Dead, like I said. If you've played World War Z or Left 4 Dead, this is exactly that kind of game you're looking for, except it's on Switch. It looks like here it does say 1 to 2 players local and 1 to 2 players in tabletop mode as well. So it's only 2-player co-op in person, but up to 4 players online. So I'm sure I could do 2 players on my console and then 2 players on someone else's console. So I take that back. I might actually deduct some points from gameplay. Let's bring gameplay. Nah, I think 2-player split screen is pretty good for the Switch. I don't think you'd want to be doing 4-player. That'd be kind of much. But overall, pretty decent. It says on the box gut-wrenching 1 to 4-player action, but when you look at the back, it says here 2 to 4 local play, 2 to 4 online play. But it says here 1 to 2 with a TV. I'm not sure what to make of it because it's a little weird. It says 1 to 2, 1 to 2, but then down here it has a little note about being 2 to 4 local play. So not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna leave the score the same. Overall 7.37. So I can give it probably a 7.5. I could round up to that. For a third-person zombie-based shooter for the Switch, it's pretty decent. So overall, not bad. I really enjoyed my time at Switchtoberfest. I've played alphabetically a different game every day, 26 days this month. We started with Ape Out and Bending the Ink Machine and Crash Bandicoot and Dark, and the list goes on, and I don't even know what the list is anymore. Like, I really don't. Let me go back. Let me pull up my list. Let me go back to pull up my list. Like, I wanna kind of look at it. I don't know what the plan is for next month. I'm gonna take the month off. Is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Ape Out, Bending the Ink Machine, Crash Bandicoot, Dark, Enter the Gungeon, Forgotten Anne, Guacamelee, Horror Tales: The Wine, Iconoclast, Jay and Silent Bob's Mall Brawl, Kays and the Wild Masks, Lair of the Clockwork God, Metroid Dread, Nightbook, Okami, Panzer Paladin, Quake, Return of the Obra Dinn, Shantae and the Seven Sirens, True Fear Forgotten Souls, Untitled Goose Game, Valhalla, What the Golf, Xenoblade Chronicles, Yooka-Laylee, and Zombie Army. Out of those, probably the worst one was Jay and Silent Bob's Mall Brawl. I hate to say that because I like that View Askew universe. The Jay and Silent Bob movies, they're good. And the game was intended to feel like a retro Nintendo game, but it was just too much like a retro Nintendo game. I did not enjoy my time with it. I spent maybe an hour and 15 minutes and I got almost all the way through it. So there's not a lot of content there for $15. For $15 on a digital copy, I expected more. That's all. Probably the winners here, the best ones I played. Kays and the Wild Masks were fantastic. Metroid Dread was pretty amazing. And Yooka-Laylee is pretty decent. True Fear Forsaken Souls, believe it or not, I actually went back and finished that game after my stream ended. It's kind of a point-and-click mystery puzzle adventure. I went back and finished it. It was pretty decent. For $10, I thought it was pretty good. It could have been cheaper because it is a point-and-click game. You could play this on a mobile. They make it for Android and iOS too. It's kind of it's a more basic game. So I felt like it could have been cheaper. But yeah, I think my winners are Kays and the Wild Masks, Metroid Dread, Yooka-Laylee, probably. Those are probably my top three. Anyway, as for next month, it's November. I thought about maybe doing some VR stuff. I did buy a Quest 2 headset, and I have been playing with it. So far, I've been playing demos of games. I've been playing a few stationary games where I can sit. I've been playing some games where I can stand up. I've been playing like the Beat Saber and like the boxing game demos and stuff like that. There's like a Creed game that's pretty good. But I don't think those are games I can play here on stream without like reconfiguring my setup. I'd have to move my desk back away from the wall. I'd have to build a big, I have to like make a space back here. And I don't think I'm quite ready to do that because I'm not going to commit to being a VR streamer for a long time. So I don't know. I thought about doing some VR stuff. I did buy Myst for the VR on Steam, and I did hook it up and do some testing, so we might see some VR Myst if I can get over the motion sickness. There is teleportation movement available, and I feel like that might actually be the better way to play the game for me, but the game is just so beautiful that I really want to freely move around the island. I really do, but I got really seasick, and it kind of carried over to the next day. Like, I went to bed, and I woke up, and I was still feeling kind of cloudy-headed. So, not sure what I'm doing for November, but probably nothing this ambitious for quite some time. But I had a great time. And I think I'm done. I think I'm just done. It's it's easy. Let's see here. We're gonna raid Aki and Peach as I normally do. Aki is playing Destiny 2, helping his friends finish raids. I like streaming every day, but it really puts a strain on my schedule for other activities. So I'll be back to the Tuesday Thursday stream. We're gonna go ahead and give Harley a treat while we're doing this. Harley, treat, bed. I'll go back to the Tuesday Thursday schedule for Overwatch probably for a little bit. Probably play a little bit of Overwatch here and there, and then we'll see what happens. We'll definitely do Spooky Saturdays. We're definitely gonna be doing Spooky Saturdays in November. Not sure what to play yet. I've got a long list of games. We are looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's. So my daughter's big into the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. That's like a thing she's always been into. And there is a Five Nights at Freddy's in VR, which might actually be one of the first VR games we play on stream because it's kind of a sit at a console and pull levers kind of a game. So we might be doing some of that. And then there's a new Five Nights at Freddy's coming out in early to mid-December. So we may be playing some of that. I don't think that one will be VR. It will be PC. So what I might do is kind of an intro to Five Nights at Freddy's. We'll play some of the older games on Switch that I already have, and then we'll play the new one in VR, the most recent one in VR, and then the new one in December. Anyway, thank you guys. Enjoy Yaki and Peach. I will see you guys later, like Tuesday, tomorrow, day after.